We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Ross on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their 38. Looking to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington has taken a 1st quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a gain of 35. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Complete.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
You got everything?
Antonio
Yeah, why are you doing it by yourself?
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington going to add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the
He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Chase Young
Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now here's Ross. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 45.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Buccaneers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Able to slither by.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First down, Washington.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
On the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
The pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, here we go. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Back to throw here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch it divide. Tackles. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 12-yard line.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he converts and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes this Washington 35. Buccaneers 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Yards on the play.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Gibson here complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. A great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute again.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness, just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, second and a yard.
40-yard line.
Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. I'm going to run you off.
Touchdown, Washington.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now the second down throw on target. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Come off the ball. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Cover. 26 Adams.
Brady now on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24 more yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Buccaneers, first down.
On first down, it's Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
So we got man. Hey, check Mike 50.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
It's a pickup.
A huge play there for Washington. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second and a yard at the 2-yard line.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw again. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw again. That's to his running back, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 6. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Brady now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
14.
This is going to be covered up by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Washington.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Washington first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 26 yards on the play there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Washington 56.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things. They think that they can buy.